How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today is a very, very special day. I am actually coming to you from the future. I have finished my role as journalist in the Geneva Motoring Show, and I am back in my hotel with these awesome McLarens behind me. That's a P1 back there. So I wanted to share with you the unforgettable experience of driving one of these. Well, actually, it might not be this one. I think might have been an orange one, but it was a 570 GT, in fact, and I drove it through some amazing European tunnels. So here's what that's like. Okay, so we are driving this brand new 570 GT, and the guy next to me is Mr. Tim Stevens from CNET Roadshow Autos. So where are we, Tim? I think we're in Luxembourg.
We are in Luxembourg. We were in Belgium a little earlier this morning, and we are headed to Saarbrücken in Germany, I think. Sorry if I spit on you there a little bit. We're headed to Germany anyway.
Okay, so this is my first time ever driving a right-hand drive car. Thankfully, we're not in a right-hand drive country, but it is still quite kind of daunting nevertheless. I'm fighting the urge to stay in the left side of the lane.
I'll keep you honest.
Yeah, you'll keep me honest. I mean, it's good that it's a $200,000 sports supercar that I'm doing it with, so better go on expert mode. All right, so what we're gonna do is this is just gonna be a kind of an overall drive experience of this 570 GT. Now, the 570 GT is a little bit more luxurious than the 570S and the 650S. Those are track-bred cars, and this is more of a Aston DB11 competitor, an Audi R8 competitor. It can still do very, very naughty things at the track, but it will not snap your spine in half to get that done. This is 10% lighter, 10% softer rather, in the front with the suspension, and 15% softer in the back. And it really does feel good. I mean, we were in the 570S for about a day and a half, and these bumps that we're going over, the roads here are pretty good, but the bumps, the bumps that are everywhere, this car is soaking them up pretty well. What do you say?
Yeah, we've been covering everything from smooth highways to even a little bit of cow track a little earlier accidentally when we made a wrong turn. Right. And yeah, the 570S is a relatively comfortable car for as sporty as it is, but definitely the GT does take it another step more toward, I wouldn't say it's so luxurious. We're not talking Mercedes-Benz S-Class competitor here. Yeah. But definitely this is a very comfortable ride. The seats are relatively comfortable. I've got a ton of headroom. The panoramic roof is pretty nice.
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to cook your head if you're bald, but
I don't know.
Yeah, because usually, in Mercedes, this would be maybe there would be like a little covering, an optional covering. I don't know if on hot days this can get a little bit toasty, but it seems fine. I mean, it's a cold day today, but I'm pretty comfortable.
Yeah, we've probably logged 12 hours at least in these cars in the past couple days, and we've got at least that much ahead of us still. And yeah, I'm not hurting. I've not got the best back in the world, and it's fine right now.
Yeah, so it's a comfortable car. This is priced right around 200 grand US, and it's about 10 grand more than the 570. Not a bad value for what you get, because the Aston is more than that. It's like 250.
Yeah, quite a bit more.
Yeah, quite a bit more. And then when you get into options, it really gets quite expensive. I mean, you can option this out to probably 250 or 300.
Certainly. Yeah, but you can get the DB11 into 300,000 without trying too hard. But the DB11 is a much bigger car. It's a more powerful car. It's definitely a very different driving experience than this too. The DB11 feels bigger. You're sat further back in the car. You got the big long clamshell hood to look over. Yeah. This, you almost feel like you're sitting right over the front axle. The steering is super sharp and precise. It's a much more active feel than the Aston. Not that the Aston is bad by any means, or just different cars.
Yeah, just different cars. Honestly, if it was just me trying to get the best bang for my buck, I would probably take this just because it gives you that supercar experience. It really looks like a hypercar. It looks like a car from the future, and it also makes a great noise. I mean, we have not a lot of room in front of us, but just if I drop it down a gear into third, and then just that's a really good noise for a car to make.
And with the GT, you've got the engine covered, so actually you're actually closer to the engine. This one, you've got more engine noise. You can hear the wastegate more, you can hear the turbo more. It's actually a little bit more involving in that regard.
It feels like the engine is right here in the cabin with us, and that's That's a really good experience to have. Honestly, I mean, a lot of auto journalists don't like the Alfa Romeo 4C. I love it, and I think that this... well,
Carry on,
all right.
continue.
Half of the journalists in this car like the Alfa Romeo 4C. Okay, so that's 50% of automotive journalists in the world.
Mm-hmm. That's a good sample study.
Exactly. So I think that all the good things out of that car you get in this car and then some. And this has the power. This has basically more than twice the power of that car, and you get way more experience. You have this awesome dash. Everything's really hand built. There's a real air quality in this car, unlike something you get from. I'm not saying that Aston is bad, but I own an Aston, and there are some frayed edges. There are some rough.
Most of which have been
a little rough.
polished off. The DB11, is a huge step forward for them, of course. But everything in this car feels boutique. Everything feels absolutely perfectly made for this car. And yeah, it is just a really nice driving experience overall. This is a really, really, really nice car.
Yeah, it's amazing. So what I'm going to do now is, we haven't reached it yet, but I'm going to roll the windows down. Hopefully it's not going to be too windy in here, but when we get to a series of tunnels, I'm going to let it open up just a little bit so you can hear that 3.8 V8 with twin turbos with how many? 570 horsepower? 570 PS? It's around
570.
Yeah,
That's
there we go.
That's about 560-ish American
Okay.
horsepower.
Well,
so
there you go.
right
So we're going to unleash those 570 horsepower with a little bit of sound in these Belgian mountain tunnels.
Fresh tunnels, freshly built.
Oh yeah,
just
yeah,
for us.
definitely. Okay. Well, there we go. That was one tunnel. I don't think it's a series of.
I think we got more coming.
Huh?
I think we got more coming.
Track mode engaged, and we do a triple downshift. Quadruple downshift. Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, love the turbo sound.
Yeah. Let's do it one more time. That thing kicks when you put it from third to fourth. That's a hell of a shift.
It's got a little bit of lag, but once you get over the lag, yeah, it goes real quick.
God, that is fun. Yeah, not a bad day at the office, to be honest. All right, this tunnel looks a little bit longer, and we'll see if we can make some more noise. I see everybody slowing down.
Everybody hits the brakes.
What they say on the radio?
I don't know. Might have been a warning about something.
Okay.
Fan out, we got the whole tunnel, he said.
Fan out. Got it. That means we can do interesting things. Woo! Wow. That's
the exhaust is definitely a little quieter than the S.
It is.
But you can definitely hear the turbo, the wastegate more than you can in
It
the
sounds
S.
very Ferrari-like.
It's a little more saucy, I think.
Yeah. Third gear is very underrated as a gear. At around 7,000 RPM, it starts to sound a little bit different. Got the video ready?
I'm gonna do a little video.
Yeah, let's do it. Let me know when.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, now I think that concludes our tunnel experience. I have goosebumps all up, like, look,
right.
Literally I have goosebumps everywhere. It's yeah, that was not bad. And now we are in civilized society.
On to Germany.
Yeah, what's our miles per gallon?
Don't ask.
Oh yeah. It was good, wasn't it? So, I want one of these cars now, like real bad. So maybe I can sell my Aston and sell my rest of my cars and live on ramen noodles for a while, and maybe I can afford one. But no matter, because I'd like to thank all my more than 30,000 subscribers. Might be more than 31,000, who knows when I release this video. But thank you so much for being there and believing in me, because I certainly believe in you. But stay tuned, because